Welcome to episode 138 of Business Growth School for Service Providers. I'm your host Ali Salman, and this podcast is brought to you by Rapid Boost Marketing, online marketing for service providers. In yesterday's episode 137, we talked about how to provide a very clear value proposition. In today's episode, we are basically we are talking about the three-step simple strategy to work on your ideal clients for your inside and outside sales team. Now, it's a simple three-step strategy. We apply that with a lot of our B2B clients, and a lot of the clients, right, where usually transaction volume is higher. So this will not really work in a dentist, but it will work really well for a law firm. It will work really well for a paving company, or a B2B company, a human resources firm, a financial person, right? Okay. So not a really good strategy around B2C, but if you have a B2B transaction, or even if you're in a B2C business where a person is making a bigger decision, like a paving company, like a landscaping company, this also works really, really well. Now, the step one is basically what you do is you go to a website or program called getprospect.io, and you create a free account there. You can start with a free account, and then you can basically go to the paid account. And once you have created a free account, then you install a Chrome extension by Get Prospect. Okay. Once you have done that, in the step two, you will go to your LinkedIn, and what you will do is, like in the LinkedIn search bar, you will search for your ideal client. So let's say you're an IT company and your ideal client is a law firm. Then in what you will do is you will search for the law firm. You will select the city, and in this case, of course, you want to select the second degree connections, because these are the people you're not connected with, right? The second degree or third degree connections, because first degree connection means that you're already connected with them. Once you identify those people, and let's say there is in Red Deer there is 15 lawyers, you're trying to they are your ideal clients, right? Once you extract that list into the Get Prospect, right, through LinkedIn, what Get Prospect will do, it will basically find out email addresses of those key people, right? Then what will happen that in the step three of this process, you will take those email addresses and add those clients into ad role. So what ad role is, you can run a campaign specifically retargeting people with a specific message. So let's say in this scenario, you can have the IT company can have just a page about the Red Deer, and they start showing their ads to those 15 people, because what, they are their ideal clients, right? The city itself has 150,000 people, but they are not buying their services. Those 15 people have the most potential of buying the services. So if you apply this three-step simple strategy, and especially if you are a high ticket service based business, this strategy works really, really well. And I mean, you can rinse and repeat, and Get Prospect gives you 50 leads a month for free, and you can basically upgrade that to get more leads. But this is an amazing way, because you know what, it is a very subtle way that you're actually targeting them. Like, they start seeing your banner ads, they start seeing you on Facebook, they can start seeing you in the Gmail app. So the whole idea, what you're trying to do is you're trying to target them through multiple channels, right? So in a certain way, they start noticing your brand. And then guess what, second thing happens, that usually if they start noticing your brand, and they click on your ad, and they basically end up contacting you, the inbound lead in that scenario is much more powerful than if you would have made a cold calls to these guys. That's a little bit more harder. So in this scenario, this is a very subtle way of doing outbound lead generation, but still using the cold calling, or outbound sales lead mechanisms, but also like in conjunction, you're using or like online marketing tricks and techniques in order to bridge the gap. This can also be applied really well for business cards, right? Once you collect business cards, right, at the networking events and places like that, what you can do is like you can come back and add those email addresses into ad roll and Facebook retargeting, and what that does is like start showing your ads to those people. Well, I'll catch you tomorrow bright and early in episode 139 of Business Growth School for Service Providers. I'm your host Ali Salman, and this podcast is brought to you by Rapid Boost Marketing, online marketing for service providers. Have a good day, guys. Make it count. Bye bye.